eyes. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. And you see, forever we will go. We are forever learning, one step at a time. As long as the world is turning, I'll be by your side. We'll keep the fire burning, I'll never see you hurt. You know I can't explain it in a way of words. We both know that you'll understand, and you'll see if you take my hand, and I'll go out of my own way for you, for you. I'll go out of my own way.
I am feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, were those gonna lift me up this time? You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. voice is getting nearer. Heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, why we gotta feel amplified. Staying till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Your voice is getting nearer. Heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, why we gotta feel amplified. Staying till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. We lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we will go back home today, eh? Until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, eh? It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take...
Wants to know if they could help a pure-blood myriad like you find the light. Says you'll see each other later. Let's see. Let's see. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Bacana, perdeu também. Não é possível que o som desse jogo é desse jeito, cara. Moral. possível, brother.
To the new environment and change with it. Evolution has its ways.
A parada.
Mas, velho, por que que esses são tá saindo desse jeito, cara? Nem sai no jogo e nem sai na porra do canto. Porra. Ué.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Ah, porra, pera aí, meu irmão. Ai. Ui.
Now you understand better. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Oupi.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
Ele tá um pouco pequeno pra você.
He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Knowing how to swim won't solve life's hard problems, but at least one of them won't be drowning.
Ah, porra.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Betty?
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Kala.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Betty?
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as Sifu, and when she needs them, they're there for her and each other. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Isso, cara, que atrás tremendo, velho.
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Olha o tamanhozinho aí.
Monibasa.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Monibasa.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Kensib.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Ritsentede.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Chachês. Pula.
Catchy.
Turi kumbala muma.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Onaro lote.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Inadab sunka.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Inadab sunka.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Ferena masalapu.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Pial tu ma.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Adoro. Kensib.
Pegando fogo, bicho.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Inadab sunka.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Kalino.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Eita.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Errou. Ou a bicha ré? Tamanho de segurar? Como é que segura?
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on.
Ei,
Real
Xama.
sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted.
Ai não,
The
bicho.
ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care
Quebrou a
about.
mão ainda, velho.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Ah, porra, mano.
You're hurt bad.
Ai. Cuidado, filho. Porra, tô defendendo.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. It's west of Bricktown. You can spot Gizmo's chug yard from the hill it resides on.
Allí.
Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Au.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Aí, cara.
him off. The world needs saving. Make the most of the day. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried. Let's see. Could be easy to get lost down here.
Eyeball. A flush stool from the back in time. Seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool.
what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool.
Assim, cara. Nada a
That's
ver,
the
cara.
kind of trouble you really want to wash away. It's so vibrant out during daylight.
Ah,
It looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. No, it was never nice. It was new once, but that's not nearly the same thing. Just being new never lasts. The tracks moved on from Bricktown, and you should too. Maybe it's later than you think. Hard to tell at night. That's more like it.
Cabo. Principal e mão contrária. Eu crio o cabo, filha da mãe. muito lugar pra ir, velho. Nada.
It's darkest between the stars. It's time to create your own path. Never thought I'd see a clothes soaker from the long gone again. It's an up cleaner of unwash, the clean-cut way to unstain garb. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. You really put a spin on it.
Máscara. debaixo do chão. Que isso, cara?
The light you see at night is brighter than you think. The deepest, darkest forest in the land. Sometimes hard to see for all the trees.
Tá equipado agora. Velho. Pra carregar os trem, a porra da mochila, velho. Cadê meus bagulho? Tá, meu.
You're feeling mighty low.
Filha da puta. Cocô de fogo. O que eu vou fazer com isso? Nation.
Perhaps now you can see your targets better. Could be this key.
Prof.
How handy. Someone's going to get hurt. Goodbye to another night. Light is the best, period. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Handy. It's the chug yard. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like, well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Daytime means the clock to nighttime is ticking. Tribe's always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets.
Ai, cara. Mata, velho.
Scragged them. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Drop that one like a stone. Let's see. That's an improvement. The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. Fate is funny that way, but the spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this... I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
That is how you shine light at the dark.
Seriously, don't doubt the dark.
I'm so proud of you for doing the right thing.
Can't believe you let that loser sway you.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it faster. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is. Fight for each breath.
Ah, não, hein? Muito rápido.
You'll get another chance to shout someday. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Your chest is squeezing.
Sério. Ah, mano. Não era pra cair, velho.
day can't come soon enough.
Vai, segura, filho. O cara tá indo pro lado, velho. Indo com bagulho reto, o maluco tá indo por lado.
Couldn't stand another hour of daylight.
Tá. Ai. Simplesmente entorta sozinho.
Feel the night wrap around you.
Cara, filho. É pra lá, não é pra cá, não.
Don't overstep. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross.
Vou morrer, cara. Não sei de nada. É, poderia ter curado, né? Acho.
Breathe. Keep breathing. This rope seems solid.
Por que ele não usou a porra do kit, velho?
Stay deady steady. You make this look simple.
Quatorze só. Fácil.
Don't forget the past. Learn from it. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts.
Porra, viado. Transforme-se.
The deeper the night, the darker it gets.
Nossa, né?
The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. fight for each breath.
Botse. Inmo. Diava.
Olha.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
Bestilka.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Wa.
Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed. Which will it be for you?
Why ad fudlea haya?
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Ja.
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like.
Kaffee.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else.
Amanka.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones.
Kidlo.
He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right?
Mashako hirsave.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Mashako hirsave.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Baskilka Michael Tagukal.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
Biada.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Waxan Markan Segi.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Jamakuda Horedatunka.
Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later.